two poems for you this evening. The first is an attempt to describe a lived experience to those who've never had this specific experience, and the second poem really speaks for itself. Let me tell you about my dreams. I dream of loving the man who broke me. I dream of haunted houses, shapeshifters, not knowing who to trust and who to run from. I wake with my chest hammering, drowning in cortisol. Was it in the bed an earwig scorpion scuttling away from my neck? Were they fighting upstairs? He used to have a machete up there until they took him away. Was it someone outside the window trying to claw their way in, crack the glass and stroke my hair? Was it someone inside the window? Is it already too late? Are they inside? Where are they? In this room, in the lounge, crawling up the hallway? She bursts into my room. There's someone out there outside the window. I can hear them breathing. Sarah. Sarah outside. There's someone out there. She bursts into my room. She's naked and I can't understand what she's saying. I can't move. She's so far away. I check the lounge room to see if she's sleeping. I hear her footsteps. She bursts into my room. I wake again and again. Last night there was a moth against the window tapping like fingernails. I hid in my bed wishing for lead curtains. When I sleep like this, I'm so tired. I dream about my bed all day. In bed I dream about not sleeping for days. The only time I feel awake is the adrenaline slap of anxiety reminding me that the world is ending somewhere, somehow it's ending, and it's all my fault. I really liked you. That first morning you cooked me an omelette, and when it fell apart you were stricken, wouldn't let me eat it, and made 3 more. You were kind and earnest. You were really good with your tongue. Hell, you were an activist, and your ideals made my mouth water. Several weeks into seeing you and 0 weeks into recovery, I decided to tell you I was sick. On my 24th birthday, you gave me a rose and told me you couldn't be serious or exclusive with me because my eating disorder was against your political beliefs. Like my illness somehow offended your political posing, like you were choosing to protest my pathology, just like capitalism or Manus Island. Like it was a fucking choice. Like I was one of those girls, you know the ones, those silly, vain girls who diet and care too much about their looks and end up dying. I used to think, I'm not one of those girls. Those girls. Who are those girls? Stubborn, spoiled swans, the ones who just want to look like Kate Moss and believe that nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. No. These are the girls who were taught to equate love with straight A's, the girls who were taught to equate love with strangers wanting to fuck them, the girls who felt that if they were strong enough to go without food, without sleep, without something, someone would love them. I am one of those girls, was one of those girls, may always be one of those girls. Those girls are not stupid, they're terrified of life and feeling and just how fucking large everything is. So large that the safest thing to do is to shrink. They're terrified of failing because achievement has always equaled praise and no one's ever told them that they're kind or funny or interesting. It's always being beautiful or clever. They're terrified of failing, and the thing is, if you're sick, if you're really sick, well then you're failing because you're sick, not because you're not good enough. Or maybe they're cornered, trapped, desperately trying to grasp control over something, over the things they put in and pull out of bound bodies. It's maladaptive, sure, but sometimes barriers and retreat feel like safety. Sometimes denial is the only thing that feels like power. A year later, I bumped into you and you offered me a ride home. I was drunk and angry. I didn't know how to shut up. I told you all of this and more. I told you about Susan Bordeaux and constructions of slenderness, Naomi Wolf and the systemic control of women's power, Susie Orbach and the act of hunger striking. I spoke your language, and when I'd finished, you were stricken. You apologized and apologized. You were so earnest. Then you tried to kiss me. I got out of the car and closed the door because I am not a fucking omelette. You do not get a second crack. And that conversation did not prove my validity. It only proved your stupidity.